Session 6 is about the cultural and diversity displays in the learning spaces. Our objectives are the following: to explore how cultural and diversity displays contribute to an inclusive and welcoming learning environment. And the second one is to showcase displays that celebrate students' identity, foster dialogue, and reflect the multicultural nature of the school community. Let's energize the session starting with speed cultural sharing. So I would like to invite everyone to stand up and make two rows. Please face each other. One row stays, the other one moves each round. So we will have to take turn. So each pair here shares one interesting thing about their culture, about their country. It can be food, it can be tradition, it can be holiday, it can be music, or anything that you would like to share. So we are given around 1 minute per conversation. So 30 seconds for the first speaker and another 30 seconds for the second speaker or the partner. Then after the time is up, the moving row, so you decide what row will move. Is it the one on the left or is it the one on the right? So it's up to you to make decision. So the moving row steps one person to the right and then repeat the process until everyone is done. Tonka will help you in the process. Cultural and diversity displays in learning spaces are curated visual and interactive elements that celebrate the varied backgrounds, languages, and identities of the school community. So this may include multilingualism signages, the student artwork, the cultural artifacts that the students made based on their different activities, and even internationalism events to global activities or school activities or Heritage Month that the school is celebrating. So ultimately, they help create a welcoming environment where all the students feel represented, valued, and encouraged to engage with different perspectives. So, to bring this concept to life, we have a few examples of how cultural and diversity displays have been integrated into the learning spaces. Wearing cultural dresses during Internationalism Day enhances cultural displays in learning spaces by celebrating identity and promoting inclusion. So it encourages students to take pride in their heritage while fostering that sense of curiosity and respect for other culture. So classes are scheduled to visit the area wherein they can interact with the parents and parents have a chance to say something or describe the costume that they have and to the extent of the historical background of the local or the traditional clothes that they are wearing. So these visual representations support meaningful conversation and strengthen cultural understanding and reflect the school's commitment to diverse and global mindedness. So the first one that you can see here is basically a group of Indian parents. They really prepared everything for that, including all those garlands and backdrop that they have. We also have the Chinese teachers and parents. We have Filipino costumes. We have barong, barot saya, and also the Japanese costume that we have here. Another activity is the international cuisine, which is aligned to the fundraising activity of the students. So this one supports the cultural and diversity displays and learning spaces by showcasing the traditional food from various cultures. So you can see here we have from Java, Indonesia, we have Swedish cuisine, we have Moroccan cuisine, we have samples of food from China and also from Serbia. So these are some of the nationalities that we have in school, and the parents really showcase the food that they're having to support also the activities of their own children and the school. So this also helps to build that sense of appreciation of the global tradition and inclusive dialogue. Students visit the area, try to interact with the parents or other students who are selling during their break time. So this hands-on way for students to share their heritage through food promote cultural pride, its sense of pride and mutual respect. At the same time, the fund raised contribute to school events like school play, like sports fest, which really need to have a big budget. So this is one of the ways that the students are exploring to ensure that the activity will run smoothly in terms of the budgetary concerns that we have. And these different activities or the international cuisine display reinforces a sense of community and a shared purpose and values for all the students, teachers, and parents. The student pen pal brings global voices into the classroom by featuring students' letters, postcards, and cultural artifacts exchanged with partner schools from different countries. So this initiative fosters international connection by allowing the students to communicate directly with the peers from different cultural backgrounds. So we have here Tanya, who received a letter from Michaela from Indonesia. So I brought the letter of Michaela to Tanya in Croatia. I think the friendship that they had started during the time of pandemic when they were meeting online until such time that things come into reality wherein these two girls keep on exchanging notes. I think they exchanged WhatsApp, and until this time, they are still communicating. And we have plans, Tonka and I have plans that we will have to create another avenue wherein we can bring the Indonesian students to Croatia so that they will have stronger bond in terms of international connection and deeper understanding of the diverse culture. So, as students share and receive personal stories, traditions, and experiences, they gain a deeper understanding of the unique customs and values of other cultures. This exchange not only broadens the students' perspectives, but also promotes empathy and respect and global mindedness as they learn to appreciate both similarities and differences that somehow shape the communities around them. Student cultural displays are an integral part of fostering culture and diversity awareness in learning spaces. So, by showcasing students' cultural background through visual representations, displays somehow that kind of pride on and deepen understanding of diverse traditions. So if you can see here, this is really, really a big wall. Way back then, it was so empty, and we wanted to make life. We wanted to make life for this wall. So we collaborated with a grade 9 student, a girl, and then we shared with her what is the concept, what are the keywords that we have, and she came up with this beautiful mural wherein it showcases the tradition of Indonesia, and then the modern concept, the modern aspect of culture. So this is the enlarged one. Of course, we really have to acknowledge the work of the student. So the name is written somewhere here on the left, lower left hand corner of the of the poster itself. So we can see here that the process encourages students to explore how the cultural heritage can be expressed in contemporary forms and promoting a dynamic view of culture that uh, evolves over time. And these cultural and diversity displays they do not only enrich the learning environment, but at the same time create an inclusive space where students celebrate both the individual identities and the rich variety of culture around them. The other examples are the following. If you can see this one, let me share with you. So, the one I'm sharing with you are paintings, big paintings that the students created. A little bit closer. So these are some of the projects. And all the things that are found around the school area or in the library, we do not buy those paintings, those big paintings, but we celebrate and acknowledge the skills of the students, and we display them all around the campus. One of the activities related to this topic is the community service projects, creating display that highlights the impact of community services and volunteer efforts. So the examples that you can see here, these are the group of students, and they had an immersion in Zumba for 2 weeks. They're joining the Happy Hearts Indonesia, which helps to ensure quality education of the students. In Sumba, students' education is very much challenged because mostly of them they have to help their parents earn for their living in order to survive for the day. So education was not an option for them. So with the help of these students, they taught the students to read, students from Zumba to read, to write. They communicate with them and also had somehow a workshop or a seminar with the parents on how they're going to guide their students and inform them about the significance of education. The other one, the other project or community service project of the school is related to Sungay Harapan. Sungay Harapan in English is River of Hope. and they went to Batam. Batam is part of Indonesia, which is near Singapore. And that place faces several challenges related to waste and environmental maintenance. So, one key issue of that community is the lack of public awareness about proper waste disposal, leading some residences to discard their trash, particularly near the reservoir and also the roadside. So, what the students did, again, there is an immersion that took place, and they helped the community clean up the river. And this is how the river looks like. So, these are some of the activities that showcases the cultural diversity and the cultural diversity displays an impact on the community. The cultural and diversity displays in learning spaces are crucial for fostering inclusion and respect to diverse background. So through elements like artwork, cultural artifacts, and global events, these displays create a welcoming environment that encourages students to appreciate different perspectives and celebrate their identities. So these activities not only enrich learning environments, but also prepare the students to actively contribute to a diverse and interconnected world. Before we close today's session, Tonka and I would like to invite you to complete the sentence. One step I will take to promote inclusion through cultural or diversity displays in my school context is. Please proceed with your response. Think about it. Thank you.